Star Walker Studios presents Game Master's Journey, your multi-dimensional RPG podcast. Welcome to Game Master's Journey, the Primordia campaign. These episodes are recordings of actual play of my D&D campaign in my homebrew world of Primordia. You can not only enjoy the first adventures in my new world, but you can also witness the contributions the players make to Primordia. So join me on the journey. Together, we can become game masters truly worthy of the title. Hello, listener. Greetings, fellow GM and or player. Welcome to episode 77 of Game Master's Journey, your multi-dimensional podcast. I'm your host, Lex Starwalker, and I'm transmitting to you from the Obsidian Monolith, somewhere outside time and space. So this is part 5 of the first session of my brand spanking new Primordia D&D campaign. So in this part, the adventure continues and the PCs enter the Forgotten Tomb. So this one's a bit shorter and we wrap up the session, and then I'll start bringing session 2 to you. Just want to remind you that these are all on YouTube. We just did session 7, so I'm a little bit behind on the podcast episodes. So if you would like to get caught up and you don't want to have to wait on the audio version and you want to watch the video, you can go check those out at youtube.com/user/Starwalker Studios, or you can just follow the many links in the show notes at starwalkerstudios.com. I will also embed the video of this particular part in the show notes for this episode. Real quickly, before I go further into the actual play, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my Tier 5 patron, Mr. Steve Strickland. Let's hear it for Steve. Woo! Yeah, Steve! Go, Steve! You the man. So I really appreciate all of the support that I receive from all the patrons, and I could not do this without you. I really appreciate it. So real quickly, I will introduce the players and characters again for you. We have Dwayne playing Yorick, the tiefling wild magic sorcerer. Nathan playing Samson, the human Order of the Immortal Scion and romance novel cover model. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. Nathan, you tell me. Steve playing Wraith, the Eladrin blade singer fighter wizard. And Kyle playing Sprout, the Goliath nature cleric of Primordia, and Chrissy playing Azrael, the Azamar Great Old One warlock. So those are our characters and our players. And without further ado, let's get on to the adventure. All right. Well, none of you are surprised.
No.
When,
Samson.
You can go ahead, Nathan.
Oh, I was going to say, you notice how he drops from the tightened up defense mode to the looser, because I was just switching to celerity.
You guys notice something else approaching, seemingly attracted by the commotion. And this, let me blow it up real quick so you can see it, looks kind of like that.
It's a mote of light.
A mote of light.
A will-o-wisp, if you will.
All right. So since you guys did so well.
Uh-oh. In comes the Tarrasque.
Yeah, we should have strung that one out a little bit longer.
Yeah, this will-o-wisp comes attracted by the commotion. And it's going to attack. Who is that? Samson. I rolled randomly. That's
cool.
Who it got. So maybe this will be a little more challenging.
I hope not. I'm scared.
It is going to try to shock you.
I'm shocked.
21. That's better.
Me.
That's more like it. 11 lightning damage.
Ow! By the way, ow!
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was iron durability, I switch over celerity, it wouldn't have been a problem. That was a problem.
This thing could one-shot a few of us.
Oh, cool. Bonus action, switch back to iron durability.
Okay.
Non-bonus action to, and by non-bonus I mean regular action to stab it.
Okay.
Poke 21 for 8.
21 does hit it. However, it doesn't seem to take as much damage as you think it should.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
What did you hit it with? What kind of weapon?
Rapier.
And because it's so
Rapier.
small, you won't see its health bar until it's almost dead.
Is it pronounced rapier?
It's a raper.
Rapier. Right, Steve?
Are you done, Samson?
Rapier.
Rapier.
Are you going to move or are you
I'm
done? Wraith.
He's rapier.
Wraith only speaks in Cubicois and French.
And he will attack the enemy.
Okay,
I'm just doing all that.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, it's
this
kind of
thing
everything.
flies and it's fairly intelligent, so it is smart enough to stay low enough that it's getting cover from Samson.
You know what? Yeah, I think what he's going to do actually. He's a pretty smart guy. He's going to move to here, and he's actually going to use the poison spray cantrip on this.
Okay.
Cool.
How that works out. I got to find it again. I believe it's a con save.
Does 1 die 12.
No attack roll?
I got to double check that, Lex,
Okay.
because
I think you're right.
I'm not super familiar with it.
I just know it does a 1 die 12.
Yeah, must succeed on a con save or take 1 die 12 poison damage. And
Okay.
it's a 13 DC.
You hit it dead on with your poison spray, and it seems to have no effect on it whatsoever.
Ooh, baby.
Oui, oui, mon chéri.
In that case, I suppose I'd best use my sword. I don't know. I'm not sure I actually like this character. Like, I feel like he's just gonna be such a dick that nobody's gonna.
Yeah,
like him.
it's like the accent makes him a dick, but nothing that you wrote makes him seem like a dick.
I know.
I like
was like,
it.
I'm gonna have to completely change his character if I go with this.
I like it.
Make him-
Azrael.
Okay. Has Azrael actually killed a wisp before?
That'd probably be a religion roll to see if you know anything about him.
It's not that she wants to know anything about them. Has she met one before from whether or not she's met one before would determine the action that I
That's up to you. You can say you've encountered one before if you want, or not.
Okay. I guess I'll just attack it.
Okay.
So use it, I'll just Eldritch.
Yeah, you'll have to move a bit for it not to have cover from you.
Oh, well.
Oh, you already rolled. I didn't even see that you'd rolled already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she could have been there.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot at it and it kind of dodges out of the way. It's really small. Yorick.
Pew pew. Puts out his left hand and firebolts it. This +5, 10.
Not even close.
All right, here's the wild magic roll. Nothing.
Okay.
I'm step
Sprout.
back.
Sprout moves to the side right here.
Okay.
Decides to attack with his mace. And here's the mace roll.
11. That's a miss.
And then he uses healing word as a bonus action on
Okay.
Samson.
Nice.
Hey.
Look at that.
So 1 second.
Oh.
I feel it. I feel it.
What's the word?
The bird.
Is it bird?
That's his
Makwakwakil.
mother's name.
Toad?
Bird is your mother's name?
Yeah, birds and stones.
Healing word is a die
4.
4 plus your wisdom?
I think so.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while.
Sorry.
Thanks, friend.
So
What's your wisdom mod?
3. That's a 3 total.
Okay. All right. Will-o-wisp time. Will-o-wisp. Let's see. I think it's gonna keep doing what it's doing and attack Samson
Rude.
with its shock. 7.
Nothing.
It's not gonna do it.
Skitter, skitter. Across the butterfly shield.
Yeah, I guess it won't move because if it moves, it invokes attacks of opportunity, right?
Depending on, where it moves.
That wouldn't be cool. All right, Samson.
Try to stab it.
Oh, there you go. That'll
Pretty
do it.
good hit versus most things. And be done with my turn.
Okay. Again, it just doesn't seem to do the damage you would expect for some strange reason.
Psionic weapon.
Wraith.
He's going to move up and around, and as he does that, Trying to think, I can draw a weapon as part of a move, can I? I can't
Yes.
remember the rules. Yeah. Okay. So as he does that, he's going to draw his sword out in a very elegant manner and sort of almost like in that kind of sidesteppy dance motion, like as he walks around, and then he'll spring to attack.
Nice.
Well,
Oh!
I guess crit for
Is that a crit?
9 damage, I guess.
9
Yeah.
damage? With a sword?
Oh, God.
You also notice that it does not seem to hurt it as bad as you think it should. I guess I can stop saying that, right? You guys got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. It's got resistance.
I have no other options besides stab it or don't stab it. So.
All right, Azrael.
He's gonna.
Oh, I lost you, Chrissy. Did you blast it with your purple love?
Purple haze.
18, that is almost a hit. It just barely gets out of the way at the last second.
What a
Impressive.
dick.
Most impressive. Yorick.
Firebolt. Those plus 5. 19.
That's the magic number.
Wow, okay. I'm better than you guys. Nah.
And max damage.
Max damage.
However, again, doesn't seem to do as much as it should.
It's a magic spell.
Yeah,
Fire
it's resistant to fire.
No.
Yeah, well, wisps are like fire. They're dead soul, fire sprites, something swamps. I don't know, man.
All right, wild magic roll.
Sprout. Guile.
Oh,
He doesn't
Kyle,
answer
we
the
summon
sprout.
thee.
Should finish it, Sprout.
Summon thee.
Was he dropping a
I'm gonna
deuce
have-
or something? Come on, Kyle.
Drop a deuce on this thing.
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Happy New Year!
All right, we'll come back to him when he comes back. Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I think he's going to keep beating on Nathan.
That's the correct answer.
13. Nope.
20,
Samson.
baby. Samson pokes at it. Which, by the way, for the next at least 3 levels, that's all my turns are going to be. I poke it. I may hit it, I may miss, but that's
You
all
hit
I
it.
do.
For 7.
Just slightly unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
now, Kyle, you can go since you're back.
Yeah, I guess I go for another mace hit on it.
Okay.
May not do much, but at least it does something.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Wraith.
See, it's out of this world.
He's gonna take another sort of step to the side, like almost like he's conducting an orchestra,
Yeah.
and then he'll stab ahead at it,
You hit it. That's the magic number.
huh. Perhaps you should end now.
12 damage. Nice. You kill it.
Slam.
Just when I was going to have it turn invisible and run away. Damn it.
Perhaps
You have
if it
slayed
had been
the
smarter,
Will-O-Wisp.
I would have done that last time.
Ooh.
damn, we're good. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah. So that thing was immune to lightning and poison, had resistance to acid, cold, fire, necrotic, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Also immune to exhaustion, grappled, paralyzed, poison, prone, restrained, and unconscious conditions.
Yikes!
Damn.
But you guys made it look easy.
Not a ton of HP though. I take it.
No, it's like 20 some.
Yeah.
But it was taking half damage from everything, so it
Effective
seemed like more.
40, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if they don't let us in the guild now, they're missing out on quite the group. I am changing all of my personality background that I gave you earlier. That's at the window. He was exiled because he's a dick.
I think it'd be kind of funny if every time he talked, it was with a different accent.
Yeah, he just picks up accents along the way. It's actually funny. I do that myself. I pick up accents wherever I go.
Is there any looting? Can we loot? Can you loot the eyeball and mouth monster or the floating
Well, he doesn't have any
Ball
pockets, but I guess you could
the
search
sturges?
his
The
insides.
sturges have any glands we can remove or anything?
Yeah, the Will-O-Wisp kind of dissipates into motes of light when you kill it.
Rude.
Yeah.
Samson begrudges any scorch marks he may have upon himself. He begins to tidy up.
So the medicine skill, as a skill, what does that do exactly?
You can stabilize someone who having to make death saves. And I believe if you use it during like a long rest, they get more hit points or something. I'm not sure exactly. I don't think anyone's ever used it in that way.
No.
It's
Okay, with the healer, it powers the healer's kit, which is a different way of healing,
Yeah, let's look it up here.
which you may or may not require a feat to use reliably.
Medicine. Wow, I haven't used it. I'm like, where are things in this book? I'm used to Star Wars. Let's see.
Medicine is not a roll we've made
No.
often. I can name one time in Tyranny of Dragons when Ulysses tried to figure out what killed a thing.
Yeah, and I think you guys have used it once or twice to stabilize, but not to actually heal someone, I don't think.
I don't know, because we normally have healing potions to... Trevor would run up and be like, guzzle, guzzle, guzzle.
That's right. Man,
And
Oh, that's
Totally
right. It's
ghosted.
under the attributes. Wisdom, 178. Whoop-a-doo.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about not doing anything besides stabbing for 5 levels.
yeah, that was kind of Uthgrim's thing too. Like the only thing that he could mix it up with was the shield bash, but it became kind of rote for a while, which is why I ended up going for the Battlemaster stuff at the end.
Okay, regarding medicine, it says it lets you try to stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness. So I think it's not even used for healing unless you have the healer's kit thing, because that's all it says.
Oh man.
Well, and the other thing is you have like hit dice, right? So maybe that's why
Yeah.
you never used it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think you can heal anyone unless you have a healer's kit with medicine. It's just for stabilizing and figuring out what they're sick with.
The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
Well, seeing as there's nothing to loot here, I tell Yorick, hey, don't touch that. Referencing the nasty glob of eyeballs and mouths. And
Hey, you kid! Get away from the sticky
Yeah, right.
stuff.
Yes, I don't want to have to smell it any longer than I do already.
I'm gonna start chasing Wraith around with it. I'll put it on you.
If we are going to play a more serious campaign, I will bring my character back to its original
I'm fine with it. If you want to
conceptualization.
be a little goofy, I'm okay with that.
I want to match the tone of the party.
I haven't totally nailed down Sprout.
Yeah, it takes a while
Mhm.
to kind of get what your character like and stuff.
So as we're going along, Samson is a little shifting around. While I'm still focusing Iron Durability, I'm going to use an action to roll a hit die and regain 9 HP.
Okay.
So that's a solid thing to do. And then go back to Celeritas. Damage? What damage? As he tidies himself up.
So you can just roll hit dice like
As an action.
Okay.
When,
nice.
Mid-
That's wicked.
That's a psionics thing, or we're doing healing surges?
No, psionics. Order of the Immortal Iron Durability is an action. Which I mean, it still uses my hit dice, so now I have one left. Ultimately.
Okay, so you guys continue on through this graveyard to the mausoleum. You see that the door into the mausoleum is open and like hanging on one hinge. The mausoleum itself is carved out of stone. And as you walk in, you see along, like, it's kind of rectangular in shape. And you're like entering on one of the short sides. And so you have these long walls to the left and right. And they're like alcoves with, well, at one point there were probably bodies in them, but they're empty now. You see some like pieces of old rotted, like torn fabric laying here and there. It's really dirty and dusty. And there's actually been some plant growth, like some weeds have kind of encroached into it near the door where the sun reaches during the day. There's like mold and mildew everywhere. And you see towards the back an opening in the floor, and there are stairs going down.
Which direction did the doors open? Like, did it look like they were opened from the outside or from the inside?
That'd be some kind of roll. Investigation?
Don't dead open inside.
How about an investigation roll? That's a thing, right?
No.
To me, it seems as if they
Okay,
opened on their own.
Steve, with that roll, you can tell that they were forced open. Like, you can see where they've been damaged, but you can't tell whether they were open from the inside or the outside.
It appears to me as if they were opened from the inside.
How long can he keep it up?
Forever.
It's amazing. He deceives. Man, Samson automatically fails deception rolls. It's great.
That's amazing.
To save against deception, he's like, yeah, that's totally reasonable.
I'll sneak ahead.
Jesus Christ.
There's a
Sure,
stealth check.
don't get yourself killed.
I'll be fine.
Stay behind the big guys.
Those are stairs, by the way.
Actually,
I guess the mausoleum isn't on the map. Maybe should I
Love
draw
it. This is going to be all old school.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
really
it's
old
like
school.
a
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
All right, I'll sneak ahead. Use
Hand
Tides of Chaos to
drawn.
give me-
Oh my god. Never mind. I can't draw for shit with this.
Oh, good thing I used Tides of Chaos. So I sneak ahead.
The 19.
Yorick, before you go, just remember, if anything
Proof is
finds you, let us know.
By the way, remember if you find something, tell us you found something.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Wraith.
Call out to us as you die.
As you go down, you are going down into darkness. Yorick, you probably have dark vision or something, right?
Oh, yeah. Dark Vision.
So you're
Tiefling.
good.
Yep. And I'm going to scout ahead. So if you want to whisper what I find or what I see,
Sure, I can do that.
stop at the next decision point and come back.
You know what? I'm just going to tell you because it's going to take too long to type it.
Okay.
It's not like a huge secret anyway. So, all right. So you go down the stairs. You go down like one level, like 10 feet or whatever, 15 feet, and you come into this room, and it's mainly empty. What things used to be here have been burned. There's like piles of ashes here and there, and it has the faint smell of burning flesh, and the air is warm. Like you would almost expect it to be like, it's kind of cool outside because it's getting evening, nighttime, and you would expect it to be cool in here, or maybe even a little cooler. And it's warmer in this room. And you hear, you can see there's more stairs going further down ahead of you, and then there's an opening to the left and the right. And you hear coming from like down the stairs, like it sounds like it's far away, kind of echoing, like this moaning sound. It sounds like an old man like moaning, like that.
I'll keep sneaking. I'll sneak
Okay.
down the stairs.
Okay.
But now, if I was an Order of the Awakened, we could, for 100 feet, read each other's minds.
Hmm.
But I'm not.
You wouldn't want to read his mind, man.
Well, no, like speak telepathically, as I mean, not like read Yorick's like
I
fantasies
could speak
as about
telepathically
Asriel.
with him for like 30 feet.
Yeah, but that's like 30 feet, and it's only one direction.
Yes,
I love
30
One
feet
Direction.
is 30 feet. You are correct.
One Direction? Are we doing the boy band?
No,
Yeah.
the
Oh my
great
God.
old one is one direction communication. You can tell people things. I'm sitting here only mildly worried that for 5 levels, all Samson does is poke stuff. Only
Okay.
mildly worried.
These are all going to be.
All right,
Just go
Dwayne.
super suboptimal and just pick up, like every level, pick up a new class.
That
be
sounds. Yeah, but I have to have a reason to do that.
Because it's
Because it'll be
cool.
cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, like an in-character reason.
This is like playtest.
Like in Planescape Torment, you remember like the group of people that were like sensates and wanted to experience everything?
Yeah, Epicurean.
Yeah.
I must taste everything of life just once.
Tasty.
All right, what do I see?
What do your
You
elf eyes-
see, if I get on
That's
the
the
right.
type of philosophy where someone does a bump of coke to start sucking dick just because.
Excuse me, where is
Oh,
this going?
hello.
I want
It's
to take
like-
your philosophy classes. This sounds like
It's
a
like the
blast.
philosophy of someone who does a dump of
Hey,
coke, and I
kids.
was like, okay, like what? To suck a dick? I was like,
All right, class. Today, Epicureanism.
you in the front row, undo your pants.
Yeah.
Do a bump of coke to suck a dick so you can make money to take a shot of heroin, while killing a person.
I want to take that class.
Alright,
But it's hard to get into that class.
the final on Fleshy Delights is coming up, so everyone make sure to study.
Fleshy delights.
That's what they call the gibbering mouth in certain circles.
All right. You see some forms shambling towards you out of the darkness. They look to be human, but they're rotting. And they're like, ah.
Whoa. That is some forms.
Okay.
What do you do?
Do they appear to know that I'm there?
Oh, yeah. They're coming towards you.
Okay. I'm going to turn tail and run.
Okay.
Wraith! You wanted to know if there was something down here.
Yes.
Can I take a whole turn?
Yeah.
Your friends are down there, Wraith. They're having a surprise party for you. Sorry I ruined it.
Well, the truth is, I have no friends, which is why I'm hanging out with you.
Aw. Wraith, you're my friend.
What's sadder?
Sprout jumps up front, shield ready.
Rude. Absolutely rude.
He gets in front of the child, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Wait, are we going into initiative?
Initiative?
I think we'll actually stop there because we're like at our time. That can be our cliffhanger as these zombies, I'll let the cat out of the bag, are shambling towards you.
As we form this fetching pyramid, or the staircase. That is, yeah.
In this beautiful map, I mean, wow. Blando's got nothing on this. I mean,
did you use the random generator in the back of the book?
I started with that, and then I kind of took that and made it look a little bit more symmetrical. And what is going on,
Steve? At first, I thought he like froze, and then I realized, oh wait.
Has Chrissy seen the Steve picture?
Oh, the one with. Do I still have that?
I swear I have to have that. If I haven't saved that, then I'm not the person I thought I was. And
Oh man!
Well, this is good because either Wraith will run away,
Here it is.
or he'll be here.
I've got it, ladies and gentlemen. I made that. Because that's difficult to do.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and open it in this window so the folks at home can see.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
That thing haunts my nightmares.
What do you mean?
It's rude to
That's
say
like
about
the
Steve.
highlight of my wet dreams.
What?
Nice.
Whoa.
Hey, look, man. Sometimes you gotta start some cokes like a dick. Watch it.
That's from my Syrian class.
I'm gonna cut that Steve out, and I'm gonna start pasting it on random like scary scenes in movies, like stills. Just like
Yeah, when the
Like on
cat
the
jumps
face.
out of the darkness.
yeah, of like protagonists running away, but instead they've just got Steve's face. Just
Oh my gosh. All right. So
God.
you guys should all be at 300 XP, right? Because you're level 2.
yeah.
So everybody gets
Yeah.
190 XP. 190.
Making it a
Sweet.
grand total of 490.
Thanks
Yes.
for the math, friend.
Is that the math?
Thank you for doing the math for me because I don't know how to do math.
Math
What's
is hard.
what's the next for level 3? How much do we need? 2,000?
900.
900.
All 900.
Yeah.
So now I know that.
So this kind of, I don't know if you noticed, it kind of has a Halloween vibe to it.
Yeah.
I've had the Will-O-Wisp
So
and
Halloween
Gibbering
is
Mouther.
over.
Well,
Not in this world.
it was Halloween when I wrote it.
Is that what they have? Yeah. What? Did you just hear that? Did I just hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
I don't know what's going on.
Hear what?
Okay. All I heard was, in the distance, give me my fucking shoe. And I was like, what?
That wasn't in the distance. That was me.
Oh.
Give me my fucking shoe.
Aggressive.
Sounds like something Mastig would say.
It does. It's just someone.
Like his fucking shoe. Like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Also, that thing is terrifying, and I will not allow it to be used as a token.
No, that's my dude.
I'm
That's
not coming back.
No,
I'm
me
not coming
neither.
back.
Fuck it.
I'm done.
no, that's Yorick. That's the little dude.
And on that note, goodbye.
Well, that's going to wrap up the first session of the Primordia campaign. You've got all 5 parts now, and I would love to hear from you what you think of the campaign, what you think of the actual play episodes, or anything, relevant to the podcast overall, any questions, suggestions, feedback that you might have. I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at gamemastersjourney@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Google+, search for Lex Starwalker, and you can follow me on Twitter at Lex Starwalker. Please visit the website, starwalkerstudios.com. You can find the show notes there, lots of helpful links. Something I'm doing in the show notes for these actual play episodes is I'm compiling links to all of the world building episodes. Also, my couple episodes I did talking about creating some of the encounters for this adventure. And I have that all linked in the show notes, so you can find all of the Primordia campaign related episodes of the podcast in one place. Try to make it easy for you. So I want to thank you so much for listening and sharing our adventures with us. We're having a lot of fun with this campaign. I'm having a lot of fun building this world, and I know I say this a lot, but I just want to say, if you are a player of RPGs and you've never tried GMing, I really encourage you to give it a shot. It's a lot of fun, and you may love it, and you never know until you try, right? And if you already are GMing and maybe you're running published adventures or published campaigns and or running in a published setting, I really encourage you to come up with your own adventures and come up with your own setting. It's a lot of fun. I know it can seem like a huge monumental task to undertake, but you can do what I did and start small. Start with a village or a town or a city and some basic ideas of what's going on beyond that, and just get enough down that you can start running adventures, and then rely on your players to help you flesh things out. And I think a lot of players enjoy that, and it gives them some more connection to the world when they get to help flesh it out, and also helps them to build better characters, because they don't have to just make a character that fits into this world. We can kind of make the world fit the character to some degree. And it makes things easier for the GM. And I think ultimately the setting and the adventures are better because you have feedback coming from multiple minds, which is always better than just one person doing it all. So I really recommend you give it a shot if you haven't. I've been having a blast with it. I've been running games for over 20 years now, close to 25 years now. And for all this time, I was kind of intimidated by building my own world. And even though I always wanted to, I never did. And so now I've finally taken the plunge. And honestly, a big part of the reason I decided to finally do it was because of this here podcast, because I thought it would make great content for the podcast if I started building my own world and talked about it. So I don't even know if I would have done it if it weren't for the fact that I'm doing Game Master's Journey. But for whatever reason, I did decide to give it a shot, and I'm loving it. And don't get me wrong, there are moments where it's a little stressful because you got to come up with something on the fly or whatever, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. And definitely I feel like I get a lot more out of running the game when I'm creating my own world at the same time. So that's going to wrap it up for me for this episode of Game Master's Journey. I hope that you have a chance to play your favorite RPG this week, and I hope you give GMing a shot if you haven't already. And I will be back soon with another episode of Game Master's Journey. Until then, game on.
This has been a Starwalker Studios production, your source for quality gaming and hobby podcasts.
This episode's music provided by Cloudwalker, Renfield, Transboy, and Ish. Please see the show notes for more details at starwalkerstudios.com/GameMastersJourney.